Hey, you guys, it's Denise Walsh here. Welcome to Coaching for Coaches, where I go live each and every Monday. Okay, hold on. Let me see. What am I doing? I have to press enter on Facebook. And they are making me type something so then I can press go. Let's see. There we go. Go live now. There we go. All right, welcome, you guys. It's Denise Walsh here. Here I am at Coaching for Coaches, where I am going to share with you one of my favorite exercises for supporting clients and gaining clarity. You know, as a coach, that your client typically comes in with confusion. You know what I mean? With confusion, they're feeling confused. They're feeling like they just know they don't want to be here, but they don't really know what they want next. And honestly, sometimes that next feels so far away, only for those lucky people. And when the world's your oyster and you've got lots of options, you really have no options. You know what I mean? Like, it feels so overwhelming, and then they shut down. And so what we have in Dream Life Coaching is called the Goal Clarity Exercise. And this is something that, number one, you can memorize as a coach, right? All the exercises are really deeply important questions that you can ask your clients, so you can take them through this exercise just in a chatting kind of format. Or we've got a worksheet. So you can print it off, you can send it to them, you can say, have them fill this out before our next session. And so I'm thinking about creating like a bundle of my top 12 to 13 exercises that I use with my clients all of the time, whether they are in like it's a formal format, like here's an exercise, here's a workbook, here's that you can utilize, or it could even just be in our chatting session, right? Because I know the questions, I bring it up, and I can take them through this. So the first thing that we're doing when we gain, so let me know, number one, if you think that would be helpful. If you think it would be helpful to have my top exercises at your fingertips to utilize with your clients or your team, comment like bundle below. And I want to know if that would be something you'd be interested in. Okay, so this goal setting exercise is one of those that I've been brewing. And the first thing we want to do is take, typically during our intake session, we're talking about all 7 areas of life. We are really rating where we are now, and then we're honing it in on what we want to create next. So what are the next exercise, or the next step in this process, is to take it from this all 7 areas of life, like this big thing, and hone it in to just a few. And so the first question is, what are your top 3 things that you want to improve or focus on, right? So again, your top 3 things. What is it? Health? Is it finances? Is it debt? Is it your business? Is it your relationships? Is it stress? Like, what are the things that you really want to hone in on? And let's identify those. So the first step is to think about your top 3 priorities. Now, this is really cool. The next step is to rate each of those priorities based on 2 different numbers. So the first one is things you really enjoy, like it brings you joy to do this, is exciting to you, there's an emotional connection there. So that's one number. And the next number is things that feel doable. And I often call this low-hanging fruit, so we want to do the low-hanging fruit first, the thing that feels doable, the thing that feels fun, the thing that feels possible, because even though we want to get out of debt, paying off the $50,000 credit card may feel too big and we give up before we even try. But you know what? Paying off the $2,000, whatever, might feel more doable. So the things you're looking at is each priority, what is enjoyable and what is doable. And you're ranking these on a scale of 1 to 10. So 10 is really enjoyable, 10 is really doable. And that gives you a score. So you add those 2 numbers up. And then the top score is the one that you'll probably have the most success in right now. So this is really, really helpful when you maybe have a lot of priorities, right? You've got a lot of plates in the air and you're like, maybe I should write my book. Maybe I should launch my program. Maybe I should do a podcast. Like, what is the most important thing? I don't really know. This is a really great way to determine that. What's doable, what's enjoyable, and then add those up. The highest number is the one that you want to do first. So now that you have your top priority, you have your focus area, what you want to do next in the next is to improve in the next 12 weeks. You want to brain dump all the possible actions, big or small, that you make that will help you make changes and achieve your goal. So all the actions, all the things that you can do on a daily basis. So for example, if the goal is to get out of debt, how can you make more money? How can you save? How can you put just a little bit more towards it each and every week? If your goal is health, is it exercise, meal planning, prepping, getting rid of all the sweets? Like, what is it for you? What are all the actions that you could do? And then we've got, out of those 4 actions, out of all the actions you brain dumped, pick 4 that you would most enjoy, pick 3 that are the most effective, pick 2 that you're the most confident in that you can do consistently. And now, which one of the above do you want to put into action? Now, again, the goal here is that we don't change everything all at once. And I think that's where sometimes clients feel overwhelmed. So you want me to journal in the morning, do my hypnosis at night, add exercise, drink water, do this worksheet. Like, that's too much. But we don't need them to do too much in order to be effectively moving the needle in their life. They really just need to do one thing. That 1% shift is going to make a complete change in their day. So we're taking that priority, putting it into actions, and then even narrowing that down to one action. Okay. So now that you have that specific action, ooh, sorry. Let's see. Brain dump any barriers or challenges that could get in the way, right? Because if it were easy, it'd probably already be there. So what are some behaviors or barriers or challenges that could get in the way? Are there people who need you, people who ask of your time? Are you doing a ton of things that aren't really aligning with your goals? Are there things you need to say no to right now? Are there things that you need to outsource right now? Ask for help in, say no for the next 12 weeks so you can make this change. The idea here is that we want to come up with a game plan because we know those things are going to pop up. And when we know those things are going to pop up, then we want to plan for them. We want to know what it's going to be so then we can finagle our way around it and not be so surprised, right? Like, dang it, I knew this was going to happen. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. So let's prepare for it so when it happens, we can move through it more easily. This is one of my favorite exercises, you guys. This goal clarity exercise helps them take all these ideas, all of these priorities, all these plates spinning, and say, what's the most important thing right now? What's the most doable? What's the most exciting? And let's pare that down, not only into priorities, but to actions, not just all actions, but one action. And let's really hone in on that one action until it becomes a habit, and then we can evolve from there. So let me know what you think. If you think this exercise is helpful, certainly you can do it yourself. But then also let me know if you're interested in having some of these type of experiences or exercises that you can utilize with clients. Comment bundle below, and that will help me know if this is something I should continue to create. Have an awesome day, you guys, and we'll see you next week.